Hey there, Hofstra fans. Welcome to the WB Mason Coaches Report here on GoHofstra.com. My name is Kevin Dexter, joined as always by the head coach of the Hofstra Pride Men's Lacrosse team, Seth Tierney. Coach, thanks for the time. How are you?
Kev, thanks for having me.
And Coach, coming off a big season-opening victory on Saturday, 14-9 over Sacred Heart. Your overall thoughts on win number 1 of this season?
Yeah, I thought we did a good job. I thought we played better in the first half of the game than we did the second. Obviously, the score reflects that, and there's usually reasons for that. We just were not inspired enough in the second half. Having a 7-goal lead, I can understand you can get comfortable, but you only play a certain amount of games, so we need to pick it up a little bit.
You mentioned the 10-3 first half lead offense really clicking with those 10 first half goals. What did you see went right for that attack and midfield unit?
Yeah, I thought the plan was good. I thought Coach Brazel, as the offensive coordinator, did a nice job. I thought our comfort level was there, confidence. We're getting our looks. Put the ball away. Anytime that you put the ball away, that gives you another punch in the arm of confidence. Defense was doing a good job. John was winning some face-offs, so it all came together. And then, we need to work on coming out of the locker room and understanding that this game is a 60-minute game, sometimes even longer.
When you have two guys who have some pretty big individual performances, Torrin Barnes scores 5 goals. He had just 8 all of last season, and then the freshman Sam Linares with a 5-point game in game number 1 of his college career. What do you think of those two guys and adjusting to their starting roles here to open up this season?
Yeah, Torrin's done a good job. He finished some of his opportunities, and he had a couple more that he could have finished as well. It's always the guy you always focus on because his shots always come in within a maybe 7-8 yard radius, so they look like they're so easy, and it's hard. But if we can get Torrin to put a couple in every game, I think that's great. And for Sam, great coming out party. Now it's over because I'm going to say the Sacred Heart film is on everybody's desk and watching what's going on. So there'll be a different challenge for him this week. But Sam he's been great all throughout as soon as he stepped on campus, and he's going to have a great career. He's going to keep working at it, and we need Lance to pick it up a little bit, and he already started with yesterday's practice.
Well, how do you get those other guys going? As you mentioned, Yapur and Soroketti, and then Juka Holland, Mike Malave, etc.
Again, I think it's going to be taking turns. We don't have a superstar where we're just formulating an offense for one guy to get shots. It's going to see who's going to take turns each week, and we need to make sure that everybody is with the plan, buying in. Nobody's bigger than the machine here, and we just need to make sure that we all accept that.
Well, in the midfield, the defensive side, you get a couple of goals from them. John Reichert with his first career goal. Ryan Riley comes in transition, scores a nice goal. How big is it for those guys to take advantage of the newer rules, coming back in transition and being able to score?
It was great. John Reichert and Steve Romano, they come in last year, and they're playing, the toughest position on the lacrosse field as freshmen, along with Anthony Zapone and Ryan Riley. And I think I was really thrilled for John to score, but I was even more happy to watch the film because there are things that you just don't see, even as a coach on the sidelines. The reaction, the jumping around, the celebration, how happy the guys were for John Reichert. They know his position. They know how hard it is, and he did a great job. And when he pumped one in, it was great to see the attack, celebrate with him. Ryan Riley, that goal couldn't have come in at a better time because it stopped the bleeding a little bit. The momentum was on the other side, and it shifted immediately once we got Ryan Riley's goal. So we're looking forward to continuing that. Those rope guys or the long stick middies and the short stick middies, they have the green light in certain situations. So hopefully they'll get a couple more shots throughout the rest of the year.
Well, the face-off next, John Antonitis wins just under 50%, but going against Stephen Contos, one of the better face-off guys in the country. What do you think of John in his first game in 2013?
Yeah, listen, we expect John to be mid-50s up towards 60%, and John expects John to be 100%. So and we got our work cut out because last year we had Bobby Hayes got the best of us as well. So we need to get back at it. We know that Princeton's probably facing off 2 guys now, Bobby Hayes and a freshman, Jake Ficcaro from Fort Washington. And so we're going to have to maybe go a little deeper into our roster. But John will be focused. I know he'll watch some film, and the wing play will be ready to go for Saturday.
Well, in goal, Chris Silva gets to start in the first game of the season against Sacred Heart. What do you think of him, and how can he improve here going forward?
Yeah, Chris did a good job. He did a good job. A couple of rebound goals. It's really not the goalie's fault. We worked on it yesterday in practice. When there's a rebound call or a check call, we have to check hands and get that down. And the ball bounced into Mike Maudsley's stick a couple times. Fortunate for them, effort makes those good plays and those instant plays happen. We need to do a better job around the goal defensively protecting Chris. I think he probably wanted to have 1 or 2 back, but overall I thought he did a good job. He saved the ones he was supposed to save, kept us in the game, and we're happy with his performance.
Well, you mentioned some things you weren't so happy with in the second half, so what are the adjustments you're looking to make this week in practice?
Yeah, we need to come out of the locker room a little bit better. We need to be focused. We need to be fired up for the third quarter. Again, I think the score indicated our look And that's not acceptable. The halftime score is a meaningless stat, and we need to make sure that we are the last man standing. Maybe is it realistic to say that we're supposed to win the game by 14 goals because you're up at 7 at halftime? That's not realistic. But it also realistic of having effort and making effort plays and going out and setting the tone in the first 5 minutes of the third quarter is vitally important, whether you're up or down. And we didn't do that. We need to do a better job as coaches. We need to do a better job as players and overall team effort.
Well, Coach, one stat I know you harp on, just like all the lacrosse coaches do, which is the ground ball stat, which you guys just got edged by Sacred Heart. How is that something you're looking to approach this week in practice?
Yeah, that hurts a little bit. It's just a situation where we need to make sure that we're diving for balls. Here at Hofstra, we call it the Dutch Dome, and we need to be all over the ground balls. It is. Those are 2-goal swings. They're like turnovers. If you can pick it up and you get another offensive possession, you take away a defensive possession from them, that we have to defend. So for us to lose by 2, and the face-off stats, if you're over 50%, maybe you pick up 2 more ground balls. So that part of it plays a role, but I want to win the ground ball war by 5, 7, 10 every game.
Well, Princeton coming in this Saturday, obviously a very good team, a team you fell to on the road last season. Give us your scouting report on the Tigers.
Very good, very good. Defensively, a little bit unknown, but they're going to be very well coached by Greg Raymond. They got a new goalie. They graduated a couple of defensemen. They lost one defenseman that was going to be their anchor to a season-ending injury in Costello. Schreiber. Tommy is probably the best midfielder in the country, and I don't think that anybody really argues that. He's terrific. With that being said, we're going to have to cover him. We got the Ficaro brothers on that team now, Tucker Shanley. They got Ryan Ambler is a new guy at the attack. He's the Sam Linares of Princeton, and they've got a lot of complementary players that really do a great job. So we got our hands full this week. Looking forward to game planning, looking forward to the challenge, and again, always good to be in Schuett Stadium.
Well, Coach, finally, what are going to be the challenges defensively, and what do you have to execute well to come away with a win against a tough Princeton team?
Together. Defensively, we got to have a together effort. Offensively, we got to know the tempo. Tommy Schreiber can't score if we have the ball. The new rules prevent you from holding on to it. So we're not looking to hold on to it. We want to play our way, but we just got to make sure that we understand the tempo. Torrin Barn will be in charge of that, and he'll be told that in the next couple of days to make sure that he knows that the gas pedal's there, but also let's make sure we use the brake when we need to use it.
All right, Seth Tierney, the head coach of the Hofstra Pride men's lacrosse team. Again, his team at home, again here at Schuett Stadium on Saturday, taking on the Princeton Tigers. Coach, as always, thanks for the time. Best of luck on Saturday.
You got it. Thanks, Kevin.
And thank you for tuning in to the WB Mason Coaches Report here on GoHofstra.com.